Top 10 cars that defined American life in the 1960s. There was a time when the open road felt endless and freedom had four wheels. The 1960s were more than just a decade. They were an era of change, dreams, and drive-ins. Families packed up station wagons for summer trips. Teenagers cruised Main Street with radios turned up high. And every car told a story. Today, we're looking back at the top 10 cars that defined American life in the 1960s. The rides that carried a generation through the decade of rock and roll, moon landings, and Sunday drives. So buckle up, let's hit the road back in time. Number 10, the Ford Mustang, the spirit of the 60s. When Ford rolled out the Mustang in 1964, America fell in love overnight. It wasn't just a car, it was a feeling. Sleek, sporty, and affordable, it gave young drivers their first real taste of freedom. The Mustang became a symbol of youth, energy, and independence. You didn't just drive it, you lived it. And though it evolved over the years, that first Mustang still captures the pure spirit of the 1960s dream. Number 9, the Chevrolet Impala, the king of the Boulevard. Few cars ruled the roads like the Chevy Impala. With its long, sweeping body and those famous triple tail lights, it was the car you noticed first at every stoplight. The Impala was perfect for family trips or Saturday night cruising with your sweetheart. It showed class without trying too hard. While newer models came and went, that 60s Impala will always be remembered as the car that made America fall in love with driving. Number 8, the Volkswagen Beetle, the little bug that could. While it wasn't born in America, the Beetle sure found a home here. Small, quirky, and oddly lovable, it stood out on roads filled with big Detroit steel. College kids loved it for its price and gas mileage, while free spirits saw it as a symbol of simplicity and peace. In a decade of change, the Beetle reminded everyone that sometimes less really is more. Number 7, the Pontiac GTO, the muscle car revolution. If the Mustang started the fire, the GTO poured the gasoline on it. This was the car that made power cool. With a big V8 engine and bold styling, the GTO defined the term muscle car. Teenagers dreamed of owning one, and parents pretended they didn't want to drive it. It wasn't just fast, it was freedom on four wheels. Number 6, the Ford Thunderbird, the jet age on the ground. The Thunderbird was pure glamour on wheels. With its chrome accents, plush interiors, and smooth drive, it felt like piloting an airplane down Route 66. It was stylish without being showy, a mix of luxury and adventure. The T-Bird was the car for dreamers, movie stars, and anyone who wanted to make an entrance. While the design changed through the years, the 1960s Thunderbird remains one of the most elegant cars ever made. Number 5, the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, America's sports car. When the 1963 Corvette Stingray hit the scene, jaws dropped. Sleek lines, hidden headlights, and pure speed, it looked like it came from the future. It was the car that made every kid press their nose against the showroom glass. The Corvette wasn't just about going fast. It was about American pride, innovation, and design. Even today, that 60s Stingray turns heads like it did the first time it rolled off the line. Number 4, the Dodge Charger, the Rebel's Ride. The Charger was bold, brash, and beautiful. With its long hood and aggressive stance, it was built for the driver who didn't just want attention, they demanded it. Whether on the street or the racetrack, the Charger became a legend of speed and style. It was the car that made people stop and stare, and for many, it was love at first rev. Number 3, the Chevrolet Camaro, the rival that changed the game. In 1967, Chevrolet threw down the gauntlet with the Camaro. It was their answer to the Mustang, and boy did it deliver. Fast, sporty, and endlessly customizable, it gave young Americans a reason to dream big and drive fast. The Mustang and Camaro rivalry would go on to define generations, but it all started right here, in the heart of the 1960s. Number 2, the Ford Falcon, the everyday hero. Not every great car was a muscle car. The Falcon was the people's car, simple, affordable, and reliable. It carried kids to school, groceries home, and families across state lines. It wasn't flashy, but it never failed you. For countless Americans, the Falcon was their first car, their family car, and sometimes their last good car. It's the one that kept America moving quietly behind the scenes. Number 1, the Chevrolet Bel Air, the dream on four wheels. By the early 1960s, the Bel Air had already earned its place in history. It was the car that symbolized post-war optimism, a time when gas was cheap and dreams were big. With its chrome trim, two-tone paint, and roomy seats, it felt like driving a piece of art. Families grew up in Bel Airs. Dates, road trips, and Sunday drives all happened within those shiny doors. It wasn't just a car, it was the American dream parked in every driveway. The cars of the 1960s were more than machines. They were memories. They carried families, friendships, and first loves. They remind us of a time when a full tank of gas and an open road were all you needed to feel free. So, which of these classic cars would you take for one last spin? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time, right here on Century Scrapus.